All right, we got a big week in golf coming up and a couple big news items that took place today. So we kind of have a lot to talk about. So we're going to dive right into everything. But let's start with, I guess, a little quick recap of Tori. What do you think of that event?
Our sacrifices didn't work, huh?
No, I guess not. But I still don't think you did it right. I think that's the problem.
It's not a lot out there. If you go to Pornhub and search midget porn, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know what happened, but back in the day, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, there used to be like a bunch of it.
Well, there's very limited stuff. So I had a Audible, and
Well, now we know. Everyone knows why we lost. Someone had to audible. It's not supposed to be enjoyable. You just got to do it.
well, what I did wasn't enjoyable, but the midget stuff just wasn't available.
Yeah, I know.
At least on Pornhub. That was the site I was on. So
Yeah, maybe got to dive a little deeper.
you think they scrubbed the porn sites of all the midget stuff recently?
I don't know. I don't know why they would. I feel like it's inclusive.
It's
I
nothing
mean, I
wrong
don't
with
see.
midgets, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So I don't know. I guess we got to audible. Maybe we'll think of something different next week or this week by the end of the show. But yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Maybe French. Maybe we should do something French.
Why French?
The guy who won.
I thought he was Italian.
No, he's a Frenchman. He's the first
Oh, he is?
Frenchman to win on tour since World War II.
Oh, I don't know. What am I thinking of? There's a paisan that's his last name's Pavan, isn't it?
Is there?
Andrea Pavan? Or is that the guy
Oh
that just won?
no, it's a different guy, I think, but I think it's spelled differently or something.
Oh, okay, my bad. Shows how much I give a fuck about that guy winning. I had Finau live, which it's crazy that he didn't win that tournament. Got gained like 8 on approach all week.
Yeah,
or 7 just at Torrey.
he hit it better than
Torrey
anybody.
South, huh? He hit it better than everybody. Like his putting, I think I saw he made like 12% of his putts from 4 to 8 feet on the week. How was that possible? How did he still finish T6 with that being the case? That's how great he hit it.
Yeah, a lot of weird putting going on. I mean,
X2, X was the same way. He hit it like second best to Finau, and he couldn't putt for shit.
Yeah, and then that's when you get all these weirds in the mix. But I mean, I was kind of happy with the card. I mean, I was never going to be on Pavon. I was never going to be on Nikolai or Jaeger. Speaking of a putt, that putt he pushed left was, oh my God, what the hell was that?
What hole was that on?
I think it was like early back 9. But I'm happy with. I mean, I think Decky was a really good bet.
Yeah, he just sucked
He
at
had one bad round.
Wasn't even like the bad round. It was just like the bad 9 holes.
Yeah.
He just got on a bogey train, like made like 5 straight bogeys, and that was the end of him. He still finished T13. I mean, I'll bet that all day again. 65-1. Is that what we got it at?
Yeah, absolutely. He's playing good. He's gained like 4 in approach. But
Who
I
else
mean,
we
what the
got?
hell?
Rogers. Rogers played well too. He missed a ton of putts. I was tracking him all week. Every time I looked, he had 10 feet.
He played really well. He finished in the top 10. So 2 guys in the top 13. I mean, you get big names miss the cut, like Morikawa missed the cut. Homo wasn't really involved. X, I think I said, was my favorite guy at the top. He played really well. So
Yeah, Homo got involved a little bit Saturday, early. Not really involved, but he made a run.
He started off hot.
I had kids sports all day Saturday, so I didn't really watch any of it Saturday. So that's probably why I didn't know he was a Frenchman.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of it, and so I was. I mean, I like the Wednesday start, but this time of year is just tough for me. So
hard with kids, man. Like Saturdays are just like you can't really sit down and watch at this point. Like
I was only able
to sit down and watch during the summer, but like,
yeah, I was only able to watch the back 9 of like Saturday, and that's like that for the entire week. So yeah, it was a tough one. I mean, it's a good event, but you kind of forget about how tough it is this time of year. I mean, I remember going on a bus to a game when we had Ricky win the Waste Management. Mm-hmm. And it was like a Friday night to watch on my phone on the bus ride. Yeah. So it's a tough time of year, but yeah, I mean, what's going on with we have 4 winners, all above 150 to 1. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Tour sucks, man. Half the best players are on the other tour.
You think that's? I mean, that's obviously contributes to it, but do you think that's the biggest reason?
A lot of Europeans this week. It's basically the Euro Tour.
Is it?
Kinda.
Um,
Did you look at the field this week? Is it even that great?
no,
That's
it's
the best
not.
they have to offer, too.
It's lacking. It's definitely lacking in, um, you know, as I saw you retweeted the Tour Junkies tweet today about how it's just the personalities from the tour are gone, and people are saying like, good riddance, blah blah blah. But how many times can you really use that line and say, yeah, fuck it, I don't care? Like, you gotta miss these guys.
We don't have any villains. We need
None.
villains. They're all gone.
So yeah, there's no villains left besides one who I really like this week.
You
But
consider him a villain?
I guess.
I guess, but he's not really a personality.
No, but that's why he's the villain.
Everybody just hates him because he's got a terrible, fucking awful face.
Yeah, and that's the best you're gonna get.
He didn't wear a hat at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah. But golf's in a weird place. All right, so Hatton now goes. Again, not to say I knew exactly what was going on, but I did, like I said, the same person who told me that Finau just signed said that Hatton was talking.
60 mil, huh?
60 mil.
Good for him. I saw his career earnings up to that was 22 million.
Yeah, was that on both tours or just the PGA?
That might be just the PGA, because he's had to have made a shit ton on Euro. I bet Euro prizes aren't what they are on the PGA, but still.
But he's had some high finishes in the race at Dubai too, I think.
He's won like 5 Rolex events.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's probably the PGA Tour. So interesting. I mean, not surprising really. I thought he probably would go and join Rahm's team. It seemed like all along it was just kind of a negotiating tactic when he was trying to get as much money as possible, and he did. I think that's a good price for him. But like, I also think it's not a bad deal for Liv either. I mean, I said this in a tweet today. I would rather have Hatton for 60 than Finau for 100.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
And it's a good match with Rahm. And also, like, you might get some viral clips out of it.
Plus, he's more of a global guy. He plays all over the world. He doesn't care where he plays.
No, none of these guys do.
It's crazy how everybody thinks like these Euros are just so loyal.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give 2 shits. They're like, give me the fucking bag, I'll fucking come.
And that's the reason why they initially came to the PGA Tour. That's where the money was.
I mean, he was probably like the 4th best. Yeah, 4th best Ryder Cup player, right? Behind the big 3.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking
him and Tommy probably 4 or 5 fits.
Chubby, when I was talking to Chubby about the all the Rory stuff when he was advising Rory to stay on the European Tour, and Rory wanted to go play in America. And why do you think Rory wanted to go play in America?
Money.
That's where all the money. That's where the money is. And
Yep.
Chubby thought the reason he wanted to stay on the European Tour was he could get as many ranking points as possible beating small fields, because back then they got more ranking points.
Right.
But Rory said, no, show me the money. So the same thing. I mean, these guys aren't loyal to the PGA Tour. The Europeans, they don't give a shit about the PGA Tour.
Exactly.
Moronk
went. He's a good player.
Yeah, I mean, they're building the depth. Looking at the odds board today, I know there's no like legal sites that really have it.
There's nothing official about the field yet, but you know who the guys are.
But it looks like it's easier to bet. It feels like not bad looking at it.
What do you mean?
Like,
all real players? No.
Yeah, when we first started betting, it's like, I don't know, the odds are awful. It's almost impossible to bet.
Right.
But now I'm seeing some depth down the board a little bit.
Bet is Rahm, right?
Yeah, you get DJ in the DJ 20, like Brooks 20.
Yeah. I got no interest in them, but those are. I was kind of surprised they were 20.
It's like a real betting board.
Yeah.
So I like it. I mean, hey, at this point you gotta, if you're opposed to the Saudi stuff or whatever, then sure. But I mean, it's really hard to make the argument that the players on the PGA Tour are so much better than the players on Liv.
No, it sucks though. We're just half and half. I hate this half and half bullshit. We just got 2 mediocre tours, I think.
I know. Well, either way, we'll start with Pebble here, and then maybe get some live at the end. I don't have too much time, so we'll see what we got with Pebble. Okay. So we're at Pebble Beach. Great. Some really, really, really awesome developments in this tournament that are being changed that I'm very excited about. They get rid of Monterey Peninsula, which is the easiest of the 3 courses. Now you only get 2. You get Pebble and Spyglass.
Spyglass is the toughest, too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost like the same as this week with the North and South. You'll get one course with no shot tracker, but each guy's going to play 3 rounds with a shot tracker.
That's what I was going to wonder. Like, PGA Tour, step it up here. You got 80 guys, 40 guys on each course, right? Let's get shot tracker on fucking Spyglass this week. No? Why can't we do that?
I don't know. It's like something like that for them is going to take like 20 years to do. It's just
we can't do that. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't think so. But yes, it'll be like the same as last week. But the 2 courses are tough. The weather's going to be relatively tough, like rainy and drizzly. Weather will be bad on Wednesday. I don't know how much of that is going to go into Thursday with the actual like rain and stuff. But it's going to be cold. You know, you see guys
50s, low 50s.
Yeah, low. I saw 40s one day.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cold. I mean, you're going to see. I was thinking about Russell Knox wearing a beanie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Wednesday's really bad wind.
Yeah.
Not as bad Thursday. Not as bad once the tournament starts. Whoa, Sunday afternoon gets a little a little hairy.
Could be great.
Could be really good. I'm looking at 28 mile per hour winds at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Jeez.
40 mile per hour gust.
So depending on so Spyglass is the tougher one, but Pebble's more wind exposed. So Pebble can't play
so that's so Pebble could play a lot tougher than Spyglass, right?
Yeah, it could. Spyglass is definitely tree bound and whatnot. So it's gonna be an awesome event. I'm excited for it. The field again, not exactly what we've gotten used to for the best field in golf, but I don't know. I'm really excited for this event. I love Pebble Beach, and I love when it plays tough. I hate the Pro Am aspect, and the fact that we get to deal with that Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, no Pro Am whatsoever. There'll be no Bill Murray. There'll be none of that shit. No Steph Curry, whatever. And Ray Romano, and then we'll see on the weekend a tougher setup because you won't have amateurs on the course.
Yep.
So you can maybe tuck some pins.
Right. Play it like the U.S. Open.
So yeah, I think it'll be great, man. I'm really, really, really excited for it. Pebble is a very small course. You got, so the field is.
Hold on, just get to the field real quick. They gave the 5 sponsor exemptions to the guys that were on the pack, right?
Yes.
Which I completely support. They definitely should have got them, like Webb, Malnati. Definitely should have got the first sponsor exemptions for this. Are you surprised they didn't give one to Woodland?
Yeah, a little bit.
Being he won the U.S. Open here, the last U.S. Open here, and he just came back from brain surgery, and he's a well-known name.
I think they probably should have, but the U.S. Open there had no affiliation with this event. But
I know it's still Pebble Beach.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a little surprised, but I don't know.
Yeah,
fuck him. Not the brain stuff. I hope he's doing great with that, but otherwise, you get the Aon Swing 5.
The fuck is that?
So the field is made up of the top 50 from last year's FedEx, the top 10 available and not otherwise exempt from the current standings, which is called the Aon Next 10, and then the top 5 available and not otherwise exempt from the FedEx points earners from the swing season, which is called the Aon Swing 5.
Okay, who is that? Who are they?
I don't fucking know. So Pebble is a par 72, 6,800 yards, really the shortest par 72 you're going to see. You get the POA annual greens. And then Spyglass is the par 72, 7,000 yards.
So they're playing at Pebble at par 72. I know in the U.S. Open they played at par 70.
Yeah, so that'll give you a couple extra. So what do you think? Oh, someone just asked a question, very relevant. Will I still get to see Bill Murray and Ray Romano's hilarious golf course stick this weekend? No.
I hope
Friday
not.
Only.
Yeah. He'll probably be around. They'll probably have him in the booth.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hate Bill Murray.
Yeah. I don't really love him either. We see Larry Fitzgerald, big old ass.
Oh yeah, him and Streelman, they win the thing every fucking year.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
He's got a
Fields
caboose on him.
He does. Good for power. But this is supposedly the oh, I guess I don't want to go back into the hat and stuff, but can we finally put to rest everyone saying when people commit to tournaments that they
Yeah, it's crazy. Like who gives a fuck if you commit to a tournament? It means an absolute dick.
Means nothing.
Yeah, you commit to a tournament, well, we're gonna decommit.
I mean, I've committed to not drinking any booze this weekend, but we'll see. I might change my mind.
Yeah. I gotta cut the booze out. I'm fucking hungover today.
All right, let's get into the odds of Field, I guess. Again, good field, but not quite what you'd hope for, and supposed to be the best of the best.
But this is what it is, right? This is gonna be all the fucking fields.
Yeah, this is what it is. And anyone missing? No one.
No, they had all 80.
Just Rahm and Hatton from the top 80.
But Rahm was already eliminated, so he wasn't even in the 80.
Yeah.
So just Hatton. Okay. I mean, DraftKings, you got Rory's the favorite, plus 750, and Scotty plus 850. I guess those are the clear cut too. You got Vic at 12.
Yeah, start with those three. Of the three, I prefer Vic, I think, just because he has, I guess, the most Pebble success.
I mean, he won a fucking U.S. Amateur here.
Yeah.
Granted, it was match play, but still. And then he was low am at the U.S. Open. Finished 12th in 2019.
It's a good course for him.
Great course. 13th last year. Doesn't play it every year, but yeah, I don't know. What's he been? He hasn't played since Century.
I know.
And there's been live rumors with him too.
And he's got a new coach.
Yep. Why is that?
I think from what I understand about the way he does things, I guess he's always done this since he was like a teenager. He'll work with a coach for like a year or whatever and get as much as they can out of him, then go to a new coach so he can learn more from them or whatever.
Doesn't like change his swing though, right?
I don't know. I think this guy took a lot of credit for his short game improvements.
Because Tiger used to fucking just change his swing every 2 years and it would fuck him up for like 6 months. He would finish like third instead of first.
Yeah. I don't think he changed in the swing, but I don't know. But so for all those reasons, I'm not betting him at 12-1. I think he's of the three, he's probably the most logical.
Could you see all three winning? Two.
Could I see? No. No, I don't think. I don't think Scheffler. I just don't think Scheffler wins here. It's just, I think putting is too important at this course.
I couldn't see Rory.
No.
Isn't he playing good?
Yeah, I just don't love the course for him.
Why?
Because
I just think these guys are course proof.
They're absolutely course proof. They're course proof. But
fucking Dustin dominates here.
Yeah, but Dustin's the man.
Big year out of Dustin coming up.
Yes.
Kind of feel it. I don't know why.
I hope so. I mean, we need.
He's posting videos of how he's been practicing, and he's gonna have I saw some comments. Yeah, he said he's gonna have a big year this year.
He needs a big year. If he doesn't, he's on the way out. Yeah.
Right.
This is Glory's last hope, or whatever they say.
Yeah. So you don't see either of the guys contending, either of these two?
When I say I don't see it happening, I obviously fully realize that it's very possible that it happens, but I don't see any reason more so here than somewhere else for them to compete. Like Scheffler he missed the cut in the 2019 U.S. Open. Obviously, he wasn't an established player. Yeah. And then, is that the only time he's ever played it?
Yep. Rory's played it twice. Well, one was the U.S. Open.
Right.
9th.
So, main point is when you come down this low to bet somebody, I want all the boxes. I don't think all the boxes tick. Could they be there? Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I really don't see Scheffler winning though. Rory, I think, better case.
Yeah, I mean, he's played 2 tournaments and he's what, first and second?
Yeah.
Granted, weak fields, but
that's Dubai. He's the Dubai guy.
Yeah, I know. Okay. X14. You got Cantlay 18, Homa 18, and Jordan Spieth 18.
We obviously like that range, and I do think you want to make a stand somewhere in this area. I know long shots have been winning, but you got to have one of these guys, right?
I think so. Yeah, if not two.
If not two, I have two. Both I got at 20.
Yeah, I got two too. We're a little different on one of them. You want to give the guy with the same on?
Yeah, we both love Spieth.
Yep.
You give me the Spieth case here.
I mean, just look at his history. Second, third, ninth from in 22, 21, 20. He won it in 2017. Familiarity with his course. Also, great win player. Him and JT, great win players. And this is a short course. Get a wedge in his hand and let him go to work. And I loved what I saw at the Century. Thought he looked great. He was doing Spieth things too, making long putts. I know the short putts were kind of tough, but the long putts were rolling in. And that's what when I think of Jordan Spieth, you always think of the long putts that he just fucking kills you with when you're going against him. This is just one of his courses, similar to like the Heritage, shorter wedge type courses.
Exactly.
Short
said.
game is very important too, and no one's better than him.
Very important. Look at the guys. I mean, you got Phil, who's won here. You got the Wizard, who's named the Wizard because he's a wizard around the greens. Nothing to do with the last name Potter. Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah. Good putter. Yeah. Spieth, you might miss some short ones, but he'll make some long ones.
Looking at the field, man. Looking at the field before you get to you. Not a lot of people have played this event.
No,
because it's usually like
the worst event
Spieth
ever.
and Cantlay. Used to be Spieth, Cantlay, DJ, and Phil.
Yeah.
And then like you'd throw like a burger. Remember we had burger?
Yeah.
And then nobody else plays it because it's like no one wants to play 6-hour rounds. Granted, it's Pebble, but like
remember we had burgers.
Huh?
Easiest bet ever, just because everyone kept withdrawing, and he's like the only guy left.
Yeah. So like none of these top guys or any of these guys have really played this event. So like I want some familiarity with the course. So yeah, Spieth's the guy.
Good advantage there. I don't know why I came in 63rd last year.
Let's look at it. What do you do?
Seems like an outlier, but
so he finished 13th at Century, then missed the cut at the Sony, and then 63rd. But then he backed that up the following week with a 6th, and then he had a great stretch for. Yeah, definitely seems like an outlier to me.
Yeah, and everything else has been good. I think the no Pro Am might help him and stuff too. He did win this in 2017.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I think Spieth is a great bet here. He's playing great. He's due for a win.
Definitely.
When's the last thing he actually won? The Texas. He's still not even won a big event yet.
He won the Heritage when it wasn't a thing.
So he won the year before we had Fitz?
Yeah.
He's going for back-to-back?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it so weird that he's like a Heritage guy?
It is.
But he's played it twice. He's won it, and he fucking lost to Fitz in the playoff.
Well, it's not too weird he's a Heritage guy. It's a short course.
I guess. I don't know. It just seems tight.
Yeah, it does. This is a great course for him, too, because driving accuracy really isn't incredibly important.
No.
Besides a couple holes. I mean, you don't want to get loose on a couple of those, but I think he's going to be involved.
Yeah, I hope so. Do you love it?
No, I don't love it as much as I thought I was gonna, but really? I like it. Yeah, I like him. I think he's a good. I like the bet. I wouldn't change it, but it's just something inside of me saying I don't know.
Really? Is it because of that 63rd?
No, I don't think. Maybe. I mean, it just seems too logical.
Logical wins.
Sometimes, not this year.
You posed a question to me about him or Rory.
Yeah, that's a good question, I thought. So, and you and I disagreed, which is always good. what would the tour rather have this week? Spieth win or Rory win, or cameras on Spieth or Rory down the stretch in contention with the lead on Sunday?
I think it's very, very close. I think these are the two guys that move the needle on the tour. I don't think Scheffler moves the needle. I don't think Hovland moves the needle. JT doesn't move the needle. So it's just these two. I think it's very close. But I think the tour would want Rory just for a statement.
I think the tour would want Spieth because it's one of his courses. Pebble is an iconic course, and you got the poster boy who is Pebble Beach guy. It's Spieth. The things that he does too to win, like you'll get these highlight clips, the chip ins, the long putts.
Oh yeah, he almost fell off a cliff.
Almost fell off a cliff. We've seen Rory. Remember, we were rooting for him to fall off the cliff. Just rooting for Augusta to win, but Rory we've seen in these big moments recently, and yeah, the ratings do okay and stuff, but I still think the tour wants a big one with Spieth.
Okay, they haven't gotten it. I hope you're right. Well, I hope he's in there, but I just
get it.
Yeah, I just think those are the only two guys, right, that they would move a needle.
Look, well, they can think about this. This is an opening week for Liv, Mayakoba. You got Rahm in the mix. Now Hatton just went. They need a week. They can't have another Matthew Pavon. All the PGA Tour fanboys and all this shit can say all they want about how great this is and how it shows, this is what golf's all about, blah, 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 blah. All right. Tour doesn't want that shit happening this week.
You mean they don't want Aaron Rai to win the Pebble Beach Pro Am?
No, but I mean, everyone will try to disguise like it's so great for golf if it somehow does.
Yeah.
They want Spieth. They want Spieth. You know what? Last time they needed it, the Canadian Open, remember when they had that stacked leaderboard and Rory won?
Yeah, they had Rory, JT, Finau.
It's going to be something like that again this week. It's going to be studs battling towards the end.
Okay.
Only thing is, this course isn't that conducive to the studs being there.
Yeah. But like I don't know if you necessarily know that because the limited studs that have been in the field.
Yep, that's true. The U.S. Open, I mean, look at that leaderboard. It was Gary.
Brooks.
Tommy.
Xander.
Yeah.
I believe, Rory was 9th. Rahm was in there. Hold on. We have Brooks was 2nd, Rahm was 3rd, Xander Rose.
Yeah, it's a good leaderboard.
Yeah.
So let's hope that happens. So the other guy I got here, and I'll go mine first, is Cantlay. Now he's playing like shit. There's no denying that. I can't argue that he's playing like shit. Numbers aren't horrendous. They've gotten a little bit better in each of his 3 starts, but that's the reason why he's 20-1 this week. I mean, if he was in great form at Pebble Beach, he'd be 12-1.
Is that we bet at 20?
20. I bet at 20. So I feel good betting him at 20. I think he's the type. Yeah, I know you'd rather have him be informed, but I think he's the type who can just turn it on. And it's not a major. I trust him in a bigger non-major. I mean, he's won playoff events, and he is a killer with the putter. And we've seen in the Ryder Cup, he was the United States' best player. Him and Homa were both up there, but he was 12th of the century, which is okay. I just think I'm not that concerned. He's never really plays the Farmers. EMX wasn't great, but the scores are really low. I think he's fine.
I got worries about him. I just don't think usually when he comes into Pebble and plays well, he has a finish before that of decent. He's not coming in finishing 50th in these shit events. And I watched him a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked if he plays well. I'll get you that. Definitely agree with you there. But I watched him and he didn't look good with the irons.
Yeah.
I watched early, like 2nd round, 3rd round. He didn't look that great. Not over concerned about him. Like I could definitely see him picking it up and winning this week or next week for sure.
Yeah, I just trust him as a player. He's like an elite player. I think he's probably the 4th best player on tour or 3rd best player on tour, and he's drifting to 20. And it's one of those things where you close your eyes, and I like the number he's drifted. That of course he definitely can win at. And You know, it's almost to a lesser extent like when JT got to 28 at Firestone. You know he could win there. He's not playing well, but I just like the number. I like the course fit.
Yeah, he's got great history. And I got his butt buddy. We got a good old classic square off. Xander Schauffele. I bet him at 17 to 1. I probably wouldn't bet a 14, but there's 16s out there that I would bite on. He's playing great. Obviously, the big question with him is, can he actually fucking win? Because he hasn't won in like 18 months.
Yeah.
He just finishes like third every week. But I kind of view him as like the same guy as Cantlay right now. And he's just playing better than Cantlay at the moment. So that's why I went with him. 5 on approach last week per day to golf. 5 off the tee. He was third here. He doesn't play this event usually, but he was third here. The 2019 U.S. Open. Recent form, I mean, 9th at Farmers, 3rd at Amex, 10th at Century. So 3 events, 3 top 10s. And he's a great around the green. And he can putt. He's used to polo putting. So I bid at 17.
We might get another final pair in Cantlay Xander. Hey, I'd sign up for it, and hopefully one of us would win.
Remember that fucking final pairing?
But he kicked his ass another time when we weren't on him. I think
That was so fucking stupid.
the Travelers hat was awful.
I thought Cantlay was just gonna pants Xander and fucking just the opposite happened. It's like he lost his powers. Cantlay lost his powers that day. What the fuck?
Yeah, we said like the Monstars went and took him, right?
Remember that he hit the fucking 8 at Travelers? He hit the
I'll never forget
middle of the lake.
It was a 230-yard hole. He hit it 140.
That was such a bizarre day.
I wish I could have asked him, like, hey, what the fuck happened on that shot, dude? Like, no one even asked him that. You just get away with it?
I know, right? What do you think of X?
He's playing great. It's hard to argue with that. He's playing awesome. It's just like like you said, it's just the winning thing. Like I think he'll probably be around. It's a great course for him. He loves this area. I just think he's going to finish 4th.
Yeah, I know.
With Cantlay, I think Cantley's a better chance of finishing 1st or like 40th.
I agree. I can't deny everything you said there is factual.
Both could definitely win though. Real quick, I want to talk about my model that I did this week. I'm using Bet the Number.
Okay.
Which is Tour Junkies website, and the reason I'm kind of into it is still relatively raw and new, but they are going to be the only ones that have live stats. They said by Vegas, like they should have be the only one that has live stats. So I'm kind of excited about that, and I like the numbers in there too. The way you can fool around with it. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick and show you what I got for our model this week. Really not too different than what we're used to, but here's my model. We got Homa first, and you get a model score for each guy. Homa, Montgomery, Poston, Hostler is 4th. You got Xander is 5th. Cantlay was 8th. So looking at approach around the green, West Coast putting, strokes gain at Pebble, and then approach from 125 to 150.
Where's Spieth?
Spieth is not
that good.
No, not that good.
Okay,
here he is. He's great around the green. His approach has been bad, I guess, recently.
I mean, yeah, one tournament, so
yeah. Strokes gained total at Pebble is good. Course history, guys, we can sort by that. You get Matt McNeely, more Spieth, more probably only has a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Cantlay is 4th, Day is 5th, Rogers is 7th. You know what that tells me? Rogers doesn't have great course history at this event. So you know what that tells me? His Pebble history is good. He struggled at Monterey and Spyglass.
Wait, go back to that. Where's the West Coast putting?
Okay, hold on. At the top, you have West Coast putting. We got Homa, Montgomery, McCarthy, McNeely, S.H. Kim, J. Day, Hughes, Shank, Malnati, Scott, Sungjae. So let's go to the bottom. Guys who suck, just real quick, might be of interest. Connors, Bradley, Kirk, Cam Davis, Glover. Yeah, these are all Bermuda guys, right? Rory's not very good. Tony, not very good. So
Yeah, I mean, we saw that last week for sure. So a wise guy once told you should just bet who's ever number one in your model, and that's Homer. We're just gonna completely ignore Homer. He has good
I mean,
history too.
oh, um,
This guy's
yeah,
won every fucking California event. Hasn't won this one yet.
this one's next.
I'm not saying it is, but
I don't know. Fuck that guy.
okay.
Yeah, he definitely
Next
could be
week, right? We got him next week.
We do get him next week. We have him at 20-1 at waist. I think it's a good number, especially after see guys start dropping out left and right. You still got Rom and shit listed on those DraftKings odds. So
Crazy.
yeah, I think he's gonna win that one. The crowd and stuff.
Also, we're covered with Spieth bet. We're covering our bet for next week. We got Spieth too. We already have a full fucking waist card.
Yeah, we have a full waist card, but I love the fucking card.
Yeah, it's great.
So speaking of that model, I got a couple other guys. I know you're still kind of waiting on what you're gonna do, so I'll go ahead and say what I got because I don't have a shitload of time here.
Okay.
I'm getting texts now, so I bet Benny on at 60-1. I'm getting some texts now saying that people are seeing him at 30 and 40-1.
He's 35 right now on DraftKings.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, when I bet it, he was 60.
Yeah, you can't bet a 35. I'll tell you that.
He was 66 at Bet Rivers. And that was the third highest guy. So I can't lay 20, Spieth 20 on 66. I think I bet a 61 or something. But his last two starts, he's finished fourth and second. One was a playoff loss. And yeah, it's frustrating being on the other end of that shitty playoff loss. That sucked. But he gained 8.3 from tee to green, and he still gained 3.4 strokes putting. So that shows he likes to putt on this West Coast putt a little bit. He played in the 2019 U.S. Open here. He finished 16th. So I just think he's playing too well to ignore. I think it's a good course for him. And I got what you said about him playing in the cold. I kind of looked into it a little bit.
Yeah, is he any good?
Yeah, I mean, he had some good starts, like the Scottish Open. He finished in the top 5.
Okay.
And then there was another one, I think, that I thought he.
I mean, he won at Wentworth, so it's probably cold then.
Yeah, Wentworth. Canadian Open, he was second.
It was more. I mean, isn't the Canadian Open in the summer though?
I don't know. I just picture Canada being cold.
It was more of a, not necessarily him. It was more of, do Asians like cold weather? I just don't picture them liking cold weather. I could be completely wrong though.
I don't know. I'll ask one of my friends, I guess. I think you can probably generalize an entire continent.
Yeah, he's 40 on Better Golf. That's crazy.
Jeez, he was 60. It looked like an hour ago.
Yeah, these odds moved a little bit.
So I don't think I would bet
X is
anything.
no longer 17. He's 12, so I wouldn't bet that one.
The Benny, I wouldn't bet.
All right, Cantley's back up to 20 here. The guys are moving.
Yeah, I was waiting on DraftKings. I feel like everyone said Cantley's gonna be the pick this week, but I haven't seen anyone fucking picking him. Have you?
No.
I think he's people are just sick of his shit.
Okay. What else you got?
I got Bo. I bet a 70 on.
That's your guy.
Yes. I mean, I feel like all the lesbians gonna get together at their local hangout. What do they do?
Hey, we're in San Fran, right?
Yeah. What do they do? Play pickleball or something?
Yeah, he's definitely there.
So yeah, they're all gonna be playing pickleball, get together at their local place, and watch Bo on Sunday. But he's fucking playing great.
He played really well last week. Putted and he hit the ball well.
He's gained almost 4 in approach, which is a lot for him. Loves this course. Last 2 trips, 3rd and 11th.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I can just see, like, it's just a weird year. I mean, I feel like going into this year, people are gonna say, you know, maybe you can win something like a Fortinet, but this is a designated event, all this other shit. Like, I don't think it matters right now. I think he can win it. I think he can win an elevated event because just shit's gone so wonky.
Yeah, I can definitely picture Bo.
He's playing so good.
I might have to overexpose myself and bet Bo.
Yeah, you got a 4th in the what is he on Better Golf?
He's 70.
Yeah, it's fun. That's just bad. You can't let it go for that.
55, I think, on DK.
Yeah, bet the 70.
Yeah, 55 on DraftKings.
Yeah, you got to bet the 70, right?
The third guy that I want to bet, it's going to make me a full card, though. That's the problem. I'm not just going to overexpose myself when we have a second golf tournament, too.
It's only money.
I'm just shelling out cash every week. Fuck it.
Yeah, what's an extra couple, whatever it is, $100?
Right. Anything else on Bo? Because I know you have a couple other guys.
I'd love to fuck him.
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, getting a little carried away. I'm just picturing him winning the tournament.
You and Bo, you guys going to cuddle?
I'll do whatever the fuck he wants me to do if he wins, honestly. There's nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing.
Yep.
And then I got Adam Scott, 80 to 1.
I'm sure he's going to win.
Another guy who's playing great.
He is.
His last
I actually do like him.
His last 3 starts, he hasn't finished worse than 6th.
Yep, I noticed that.
Bermuda, actually, sorry, last 4 starts. He was 5th at Bermuda. I think he was 6th and 4th in Australia, and then he was 5th at. Oh no, sorry, he was 7th at in Dubai.
Wasn't he in contention, like winning one of those, and then he just fucking made like a triple or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like Adam.
He did, but he was good here at the
U.S.
U.S. Open.
Fucking Grizzly vet, and he just fucking drives me nuts.
He could win this though. He's won in California. He's won at Riv. He's been 2nd at Torrey. He's good. 7th here in the U.S. Open.
Yeah,
I think he likes California. Difficult conditions probably could help him out a little bit.
think so. Yep.
He's a good putter now, except when it really matters. But
I just like I can just picture him finishing 9th, man.
yeah. But he's
But
the type of
80
guy
to 1, whatever.
Yeah, 80 to 1 I thought was a good number.
Mm-hmm. You got one more guy?
And one more guy I got is Rogers. It was 150 this morning. I've seen 100. I'll bet 100. He's just playing too good right now. He's good at, like I just read out, he's been bad at this at the AT&T event, but that's because he's bad at the other 2 courses. At Pebble, he's actually top 10 in the field in strokes gained at Pebble itself. And he's playing really good. His 3 starts this year, I mean, he just finished, 14th?
Yeah, nothing worse than 24th, I think.
24th, 14th, and 9th in his 3 starts this year, all in California. He's a California guy. I was going to him last week. How can I go away now when he's triple digits?
Stanford boy.
Yeah.
You picture his first win coming at this thing?
I think he's that type of guy who's like had that big pedigree, who like kind of sucks all, but he can maybe be a late bloomer in his 30s and like win something big. I can see it.
Yeah, I tracked him a lot. He's hitting it great. Him or Bo, if you had to pick one.
Bo.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit both. All right, I'm really looking hard at JT, man. 28 to 1 on Better Golf. I kind of like we have him big next week, but like this dude has his last 5 events, he's finished 12th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 3rd.
Now he's gonna finish 2nd, I hope.
Amex approach 5th. I mean, approach he gained 5. Putting he gained 5. Off the tee, gained 3. Great win player. I mean, I know the only time he's played here was at the U.S. Open and he missed the cut, but I just think he's trending toward a win. And 28 to 1 on him. We're not going to get these numbers too much longer for JT.
No, we are not. We are not. I think we should bet. We did bet that waste 35 is fantastic. I agree with you. It's tough to overlook him. I'm just banking on the fact that the course history isn't there. Everyone who's won this event has at least a top 21 previously. I know, like you said, the studs haven't been playing, so you can't really take that at face value. But I do think course history does matter here.
Yeah, I agree. I have his buddy speak through the course history, and I don't know.
I can't allow him to win.
That's why I need to bet him just in case he wins.
I know, but I want to win this week and next week.
What majors did you bet him at?
Just the Masters.
I know. I thought I bet him at the PGA, but it's his hometown event.
He's gonna win every PGA.
I know, that's the thing. He's gonna win. Yeah, I don't know. JT's gonna have a year this year. I just feel
He
it.
is.
He looked great at Amex.
I mean, I'm gonna be betting him And what's after?
Waste is Genesis. We got a great stretch of golf here.
He could win Genesis.
Yeah, he has great success at Genesis. I mean,
He's
he
probably gonna
plays
win
well in
Genesis.
California. Bunch of good California finishes recently. Second
Yeah,
at Genesis in 19 and sixth at Genesis in 2022.
He's gonna have a monster year.
So I think I'm pulling the trigger on JT. If not, my card will be similar to yours. But I mean, I might have to add Bo, man.
I think either way you got to add Bo. 70. Bet that number soon before it goes away.
Okay.
And
we'll put out. We probably don't have time here to do live, but we'll put out live plays later this week. If not, do a quick pod, maybe a 20-minute pod on live.
Or do a live or something.
Yeah, I mean, we got till Friday before that thing kicks off. So
yeah,
we've already made a few bets. I don't think the numbers are going to move yet.
No, and I think we have a lot of people who will follow us who are into live. So I think we get some people who want to see a little mini show.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
About the season. Cool. We got a winner this week. I mean, I feel really good about the card. It's gonna be a great viewing experience. That's what I feel like.
It's gonna be a great event. Great event.
So yeah, let's win it.
All right. Good luck.
Peace.